Very good morning to everyone. Today we have reached our session 11 and today we are going to learn about human resource management. People are the greatest resource. Treating employees fairly and providing them with opportunities to grow will help you achieve your ideas and hit your business goals. This is something that HR is well placed to help with. The coronavirus pandemic has forced us to reevaluate the way we do business. As part of this, the HR function is taking center stage. Companies are being increasingly measured by the decisions they have taken and the way they treated their staff. To enrich us with human resource management today, we have with us Dr. D. Kantishri, Assistant Professor, Department of Management. Kantishri ma'am is a dedicated and goal-driven professional educator with solid commitment to academic growth and student development. She joined the Department of Management with more than 15 years of experience teaching business management at both the postgraduate and undergraduate levels. She earned her PhD from Andhra University in Human Resource Management. Her areas of expertise include marketing as well as but her research interests lie primarily in human resource management. She has participated and presented research papers in various national conferences and has also published articles in leading national journals. She has also attended several workshops and FDPs. She is outcome oriented and positively motivated her students to come up with innovative ideas for the individual and collective enrichment. Kantashri ma'am, thank you so much for accepting our invitation for taking this session. All over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Payal ma'am, for your wonderful introduction about me. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes. Wait a minute. Good morning, leaders.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning. So how are you all? I hope you all are safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Am I visible?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are visible, ma'am. Let me spotlight you. Ma'am, you are muted, ma'am.
Yeah. Is there a technical issue, ma'am? Is it okay?
Ma'am, it's okay. I spotlighted you. Now everyone can see you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Now, are you able to see the slide?
Yes,
Visible?
ma'am.
Right. So, good morning, everyone. Glad to see you all in today's session. So, are you all ready to travel to learn about HRM? You would like to have a journey through HRM, Human Resource Management. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, madam.
Yes, let us have a wonderful journey. 1.5 hours, we'll be learning the basics or the fundamentals of human resource management. Okay, so our today's session is about overview of human resource management. As Payal ma'am has nicely introduced myself, I'm Dr. Kanti, Assistant Professor, working for Business Management in St. Mary's College. So before starting my session, just a few instructions. Kindly mute your audio, unmute whenever you are required and asked to. Switch your cameras, please. I don't want to repeat this. All of you switch on your cameras so that the session will be very interesting and the session will be like we have a live discussion also. Listen to the session without interrupting yourself. Sit at one place where there is no disturbance, please. All of you. Try to change your place if you're sitting in a hall or in a gathering. Note down the points whenever required. You take a book and pen because in the session, it requires you a lot. Try to take a book and a pen with you? Those who don't have, bring it now. Active participation is required and you have to participate in the discussion while session is going on. And at the end of the session, you will have a recap. I'll ask you a few questions and you have to answer. I hope instructions are clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let's begin our session. Okay, what do you mean by human resource management? Do you have any idea about this? What do you mean by human resource management?
I used to have that idea, ma'am, but now I forgot.
Okay, any one word at least? What is
Managing people.
Managing people, very good, excellent. Is HR department essential to the organization?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
100 to infinity%, human resource department is very must, it is essential to an organization. It is central to an organization. Okay, do you agree with me? Yes. So it's all about hiring and firing of employees. I repeat, it's all about hiring and firing. What do you mean by hiring? Sorry?
It's an approach to the effective and efficient management of people in a company and organization.
Okay, great. Thank you. So it's all about hiring and firing. You just see the interesting words here. What do you mean by hiring? What do you mean by firing?
Employing people. Hiring is employing people.
Hiring is a recruitment. Okay. What is firing?
Removing people.
Removing. That is, they are retrenchment of employees. Removing. Why removing? Because of maybe they are not working properly. Some problem is there with the employees. Both are very complicated and as well as sensitive terms, if you understand. Hiring and firing. Okay, human resource management is a learning, you can say, it helps in learning the key principles, policies, and practices for every individual and making them to understand what they are working. They always try to update themselves with best practices, training and development, performance appraisal, industrial relations, etc. So human resource management, yes, it is must to each and every organization for their long-term perspective. Okay, so yes, now let us have a wonderful journey. I'm sharing the screen now once again. Yes.
Yeah.
My first question to everyone.
Who
Who built? Any guess? Any guess? No guess?
No guess, ma'am.
Try to speak on, no?
Human resources field.
Okay. If you are active, I'll be more active. Who build? Come on. One more. No?
Builder.
Who build? My question, what is there in the slide?
Who built the human?
Oh, circle.
Okay, circle. Right. So I'm just revealing this. Who build? Answer?
Shahjahan.
Shahjahan.
Shah Jahan. Okay.
Shahjahan, ma'am.
Okay. Shah Jahan has built this.
The workers working
The
there.
The workers.
The workers have built, ma'am.
The workers have built. See, I have two answers here.
Yeah, that was the workers to build.
It's not Shah Jahan, right? Shah Jahan has an idea But who has built this beautiful wonder, one of the amazing wonder of our country?
One of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yes, Taj Mahal. People has built this. That means people are the strong assert to this Taj Mahal. That is the reason Taj Mahal is looking very beautiful.
Ma'am, Taj Mahal used to look beautiful, but after the acid rains, it got spoiled.
Okay, Udbhav, that's true. That's true, correct. So here, Taj Mahal is looking beautiful because the background is people. People have worked hard in each and every element of Taj Mahal. That is the reason it is the #1 tourist or tourism place. Everyone eager to go and try to enjoy and try to experience this beautiful place. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
People,
madam.
people, see, it's not so easy. People are a stronger assert to Taj Mahal. Shah Jahan has an idea, that's it. Right? So, with this, I will connect to HRM. Our next slide is about, so there is a wonderful quote given by Zig. That is, you do not build a business. Don't build a business. Being an individual or being a team, don't build any business. But what he has said, you build people. First you build people. First you build, make the people stronger. Okay, then what happens? And then people will build the business. I hope it's clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So Shah Jahan has an idea. He gathered the people, not he has intermediaries in between. He gathered the people and people has wonderfully built the Taj Mahal. Okay? The code given by Zig is, you don't build people. You don't build a business. You build people. Then people will build the business given by Zig Ziglar. Remember, because see, try to remember at end of the session, you will be having Q&A. I'll ask questions. Every slide is very important. Understand clearly and write whenever required, right? So, and then people build the business. It is all about, can anyone read that? It is all about
Having the right people,
okay,
the right abilities, in
Okay.
the right place at the right time.
right time. Thank you so much. Having right people with right abilities in right place at right time. That is the reason Taj Mahal is beautiful. Okay? Yes. Then comes to, what is this?
Amazon.
Amazon. You all know it. Is it a global company or an Indian company?
Global company.
Global company. Okay. What is this company?
Wipro,
Wipro. Is it a global or Indian?
Indian.
Ma'am,
Indian company, ma'am.
Indian company. What is this?
Maruti Suzuki.
Maruti Suzuki. Is it Indian or global?
Both.
Indian, ma'am.
It's both, ma'am.
Both. Excellent. Suzuki is from Japan. Maruti is from India. But the main part, that is most of the share, maximum share is being holded by Maruti. And the last company is, what is this?
Tata.
Is it Indian?
Indian.
Indian company. Amazon is being launched 1990s. Wipro from 1940s. Tata is from 1960s. Maruti from 1980s. All are reputed. They are placed. They have a very good place in the market. They all are reputed companies having a good fame and good brand image in the market. Do you agree with me?
Yes, madam, I
Yes,
agree.
yes. What is the reason behind these companies staying stronger in the market with positive image? What is the reason behind all these companies?
Ma'am, they satisfy the consumer needs and they also have consumer feedback.
Okay, satisfy consumer needs, very important. Okay, feedback, right? Quick, try to participate, my dear leaders. Don't remain silent.
Large
People have
workforce.
Large workforce, okay? Great.
Large workforce and a productive workforce.
Okay, productive workforce,
Ma'am, they also maintain the quality of the
quality.
products.
Who is doing all these things? The points which have shared to me.
Humans and
Exactly.
machines.
The answer for this is
The more of human
human.
resource. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Human resources, job satisfaction, workforce, productive workforce, the answers which you have given me, it's nothing but HR. The human resources are stronger for all the companies. People are stronger with the talent, with the skills, with the abilities, with the knowledge, advanced technology. They are working, that is, they are giving their utmost productivity to their companies. That's nothing but the employees, the HR, human resources. That is the reason they are working properly. They are working positively. That is the reason, yes, they
Madam?
have, yes.
Sorry for the interruption, ma'am.
Okay, they have a very good place in the market. The reason behind all, not only all these four, there are many other companies which are very good in the market. They have a very good brand image in the market. The reason behind them is nothing but HR. The people are stronger. That is the reason I have given the example of Taj Mahal. People are stronger. If people are stronger within the organization, then organization, yes, it will have a very good image in the market. Okay, so coming to the next slide, yes. Just have a look on this. I don't want to explain this. Anyway, in our future classes, I'll be exploring you in depth. Maruti Suzuki organizational structure. So you have different departments, and one of the strongest and the central department is human resources. You can see here in administration, you have finance, you have information technology, and you have HR. So it is central and it is most important asset to an organization. HR department is an important asset. Without human resource department, you cannot expect other departments because they are the one who hires the appropriate talent to an organization. Are you there with me?
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes, thank you. Now, human resources. Slowly we are going like a story, okay? Resources. What do you mean by resources?
assets.
Okay, assets.
Even employees are known as
No,
resources.
I'm not talking about your employees. Just forget it. Resources.
Raw material.
Raw material.
Raw material, excellent, superb.
Even iron also, no, ma'am.
Sorry?
Iron.
Okay, material, iron, okay.
Something which
Ma'am,
can
all
be
the
used.
factors of production.
All the factors of production, superb, amazing. Resources. We have in this universe, no? In this universe, we have resources, right? Natural resources. You all have heard it?
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Heard many times.
Natural resources. What are natural resources?
Oil.
Land.
Oil.
Okay. You can see on the screen. Solar system is a natural resources, sun. Yes or no? Forest. What is the third one?
Mountains.
Mountains.
Mountain or rocks. You have air. Animals. Animals are biological resources, living creatures to us. They are also called biological. Minerals. You can see in the third line, oil. Water, which is very important. Nowadays, we are buying water. We are buying air also, right? Then soil. All these are resources. These resources are in stock. Okay, they are in bulk. All these resources are in stock. God has gifted us for free of cost. But now, slowly, because of this revolution and all changing of this environment, we are trying to buy these resources. Okay. It is a stock or supply of money, materials, staff, or any other assets. You all have given answers to me. Every answer is there in that particular paragraph. You can see. It is a stock or a supply of money, financial resources, material, staff, or any other asset that can be drawn on by a person or an organization in order to function effectively. So everyone is trying to use the water resources because personally, individually, we are trying to use them effectively, use the water resources effectively. We drink water, we use for cleaning, clothing, whatever. Water is used for many things, right? So we are trying to utilize water effectively. Any resources which is drawn by a person or by an organization is being utilized by them effectively. Okay, so in the same way, human resources is being drawn by the organization for effective utilization of their abilities and skills. HR department. Now we are talking about human resource department. What is this? It is a place. Now you all are staying at your home, right? That's your place. Your home has its a department for you. Your father is an in charge, head of the family. Next, your mother. Next, your elder brother. You have some structure, no, in your family also. Father takes the decision, or else sometimes mother will take the decision. If father and mother, in the absence of both of them, elder, sister, or brother will take a decision. You also have your own organization structure at home, right? So it is a place. Imagine, organization has a department, that is HR department. It is a workplace. What is this workplace actually performs? The first is, it is trying to concentrate. It is trying to make or concentrate or give value to their main asset. It's nothing but employees. HR department is trying to focus on the main asset. What is their main asset? Their employees' welfare, their employees' safety, their employees' compensation, because they are asset to them. Okay, that is the first. You can call it as a function. Coming to the second one, maintains company personnel, employee relations, and work culture. It is a workplace. Try to take care of or maintain company personnel or employee relations. What is company personnel? So I would like to actually define two terms here: employee and company personnel. What is the difference between both of them? Is there any idea? What do you mean by employee? What do you mean by company personnel? Okay, employee is an individual. Kanti ma'am. Kanti ma'am is an individual. She is an employee in St. Mary's College. But coming to company's personnel, it's not an individual. It is a team. That means company personnel, under company personnel, who will come? College representatives, board of directors, officers, contractors, affiliates, all are team. As a team, you will be calling them as company personnel. Okay, the employees who are working under a company is called as employee. The company personnel who are working for the company. See, I have used two words here. Under the company is called employee. That means Kanti ma'am. Kanti ma'am is working under St. Mary's. Employee. I am an employee. Coming to college board of directors. They are working for the company. Okay. They are called as company personnel. So it maintains company personnel, employee relations, as well as work culture. And coming to the third one, employee life cycle. It is very important. You know about this plant life cycle? I think most of you heard about plant life cycle. Yes or no?
Yes.
Answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Plant life cycle starts with
ma'am.
what? A
Seed.
sprout?
A seed.
A sprout.
Yes, madam.
Sunlight and
A
water.
sprout, right? Yes. After sprout, seed. Then a small plant. Then finally a tree. A tree with leaves, fruits, flowers, fruits, etc. That is plant life cycle. Animal also have life cycle. Even we humans also have life cycle. From bachelor to married. Then married with 2 children, or 1 children or 2 children. Final stage is the old age stage. Even humans have life cycle. Employee has also life cycle. That means from the day one he is or she is recruited till the retirement, what all has to be engaged and managed. Okay, that is called as employee life cycle. So HR department is a workplace. It always manages the complete employee life cycle, protects them, give them compensation, give them training, give them benefits, etc. And what is all about, finally, for the success of the organization. For the success of the organization. Okay? So HR department is a place where you will have assert, that's nothing but employees. Try to maintain all this. And the third one, employee life cycle. Fourth one, for the success of organization, this workplace has to concentrate on many aspects of human resources. Right? Yes. What is human resource management? Now we are into the exact concept. We have learned about people. We have learned about resources. We have learned about what is HR workplace. Okay. Now what is HRM? Human resource management. Let us divide the words. Let us understand the words separately. Human resources and management. Coming to the, why do we call it as human resource management? Human. Can anyone just read it? What do you mean by human?
Human refers to the skilled workforce in an organization.
Skilled workforce. Thank you so much. Skilled workforce. Without skill, the organization will not recruit him or her. Human with some skill. Every human on this earth has some or the other skill. The only thing organization has to look into, whatever skill is required for the organization, based on that, they will undergo this recruitment procedure. Okay, refers to skilled workforce. Okay, coming to resources. What is resources here? Someone read.
It refers to limited availability or scarce.
Or scarce.
Yes.
Scarce. That means the resources sometimes you can say limited availability or scarce. That means you have sometimes abundance of resources, sometimes scarcity of resources will be there. Take for example, our college, sometimes faculty due to some personal problem, they may not be available in the college. Maybe for a month, Kanti ma'am is not available to the college for a month. That means in that month, there is a scarcity of Kanti ma'am's teaching in St. Mary's College. Limited, sometimes very limited faculty will be there based on the college. I'm not naming any college. So resources, they are sometimes limited or they are sometimes scarce. For example, in your kitchen, you have groceries. That's nothing but material, right? Some raw material. Grocery. Sometimes the groceries will be limited available on your shelves. That means little. Take for example, mustard seeds or jeera. Sometimes you will find it little. You have to buy it maybe after 2 days. Sometimes whatever the tin is there, where you will be storing it, completely the jeera might be completed. So limited availability or scarcity of resources will be available based on the organization. Last one, management. Getting things done by others. What is management? Utilization, maximum utilization, the best utilization of these HR to meet their goals and objectives. Management, managing people. What is HR? Managing people. So we all are managed by our management properly. They are making the best and optimum utilization of our teaching abilities towards the student. That is management. Okay, human resources, skilled workforce. Take me as an example once again. Kanti ma'am, skilled workforce in St. Mary's. Resources, I told you, sometimes abundance resource, I'll be available, sometimes I may not be available. Management, the management of St. Mary's is utilizing Kanti ma'am's optimization, her teaching abilities towards the students to meet their organizational goals. Why do you call human resource management? This is the answer for you all. Are you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Yes, ma'am. There with you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm not mentioning your names. I'm sorry because I'm into the class. Yes, father of HRM, George Elton Mayo. Father, he's the one who has given this concept. Okay, what is HRM? It's nothing but the process of bringing company as well as the individuals. You can see the process of bringing the company as well as the individuals together for to achieve the organizational goals and objectives. You can see together company as well as the individuals, right? That is the most important objective of HRM. So bringing together company as well as the employees together to meet the organizational objectives. So this is our session objectives. I'll go a little faster. Evolution, personal management versus HRM. We have to discuss on this. PM and HRM, very, very important. Meaning of HRM, definition of HRM, scope and functions. Finally, case study, right? Evolution.
Early man, no, ma'am.
Sorry, ma?
Early man.
Early man. From apes to modern machines. Okay, apes to modern machines. Now we are modernized. We are using so many tools and equipments, gadgets, right? Everything within our hand. But in early days, no, ancient, nothing is there. They don't know anything. But now we are modern machines. We can do anything, right? So how this journey has started? How this human resource journey has started? Very interesting. Sources of manpower. You can see on the screen. Can you depict the picture? Can you describe it?
Slavery, ma'am.
Slavery, excellent. Thank you so much. Slavery, right? So here the landlords are trying to punish them and they are making them to work, right? So their salary, their remuneration or salary, they will not give them. They hardly give their food, clothing and shelter. Slaves. Manpower started from slaves. No HRM, no PM at that time, only slaves. You have two, that is managing slaves is the first sources of manpower. You have purchasers and slaves. Purchasers are always wealthy. They are the landlords. They are the rulers, British ruling. Slaves are nothing but, you can see on the pictures, they have to carry the loads, they have to construct the buildings, they have to do whatever the landlords actually orders them. Okay, they will dig the canals, they try to work on boats. Their remuneration, what is the remuneration? Food, clothing and shelter. And strict supervision is there, highly punishable. If they are not working, they are being punished immediately. Very bad. Slowly what happened next? What is the next stage of? Can anyone depict this picture?
Farming.
Okay. You can see a person there, no? Like
Village head.
okay, head or okay.
Lord, ma'am.
That field, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am.
British lords.
Sorry.
Ma'am, British lords.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. Yes, let us go. Managing serfs. Serfdom. First is managing slaves. This is serfdom. What is this serfdom? Here, the people, the labor or the whoever, the slaves, they are slaves there. But here, the people are being engaged by the owner or the landlord. Okay, they try to engage them. That means on their own agriculture, they pick like a permanent servant, you can call them as, a permanent slave, you can call them as. Understood? So these people are engaged by a landlord and the remuneration for them is, yes, kindly mute your audio. Okay. So Kanti ma'am is a landlord here. Kanti ma'am is engaging two people for my agriculture or for my any other works, tasks. So I engaged two people, right? So what remuneration I'll give to them is, I'll give little land to them, little land for their cultivation, for their food. And also I will give some wage. And within that land itself, they try to construct a small house and they will stay. But they are with me. They are my permanent slaves. But here you have a little relationship will be there with the slaves and also solving some grievances and also giving some extra, additional benefits if they are working little more. See, you all will have a permanent servant maid. Permanent means she will be along with you. Most of you, maybe some of you. The servant maid, who is staying with you permanently, you try to treat them differently. You'll feed her, you'll give something or the other. That is called as managing serfs. What is slave? They'll come and they'll go. That's it. There is no relationship. But the one who is permanent in your house, yes, you will solve their problems. You'll try to resolve their grievances. You try to maintain some relationship. If they're working more, you try to provide them some extra benefits. That is called as managing serfs. Right? So are you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. Coming to the third one, this is the last one. This is what is this? Indentured labor. That means here industrial revolution slowly started. Industrial revolution started means organization emergence, the emerge of organizations happened. Then increase of organization, the identification of routes on through the roads and the sea, the identification of lands are being done here. So demand of goods, demand of products have been started here. Then slowly demand for the technical labor has been identified here. Apprentices, you might have heard about this. Apprentices, right? So this is the stage. You can see the red highlighted one. Industrial revolution, identification or discovery of new lands through sea and land routes. That's enough. So demand for products, demand for started. So demand for labor also started. These are the three. Slaves, serfdom, and the final one is indentured labor. This is source of manpower. Slowly it has been done. So let us have a look. During the periods of slavery and serfdom, you just look into this red highlighted one. Little freedom was being observed in serfdom. Slowly industrialization, industrial revolution has been started. Maximization of profits. Organization is trying to utilize the labor skill maximum by providing them low wages. Organizations are giving low wages and they are taking maximum out of the labor because they want to maximize profits. So within this, slowly what happened, the labor has started thinking, what is this organizations? They are utilizing, they are taking maximum energy from us, but they are paying very low wages to us. And they are also giving excessive working hours. They are asking us to work in hazardous. Hazardous is nothing but dangerous workplace. What is this? Very bad, no? So slowly every employee, every labor, you have been started thinking about this. Then what happened? They formed as a union. They realized and they formed as a collectively. They want to collectively represent this problem to the employer. Employer means the one who is doing the business. So there is a law at that time, 1799 and 1800. According to this law, okay, based on this law, they have put forward all their problems towards the employer. This is during the period of slavery and serfdom. They started using their brain and they started understanding what is happening. Organization is benefiting, but the labor is not benefiting. Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone this slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I want some yeses. Some more
Yes,
answers.
ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, thank you. Yes, this is also from industrial revolution to present era. Now present, what is going on, that's it. So you can see the picture here, that is at the time of industrial revolution. Industrial revolution, 19th century, 1850s. Recruitment started, training them. They used to train them and they used to control them when they are working. Trade union movement, trade union started. Then here the trade unions are working for the employees' perspective, safeguarding the employees in terms of working hours, in terms of remuneration, in terms of benefits, etc. Social responsibility era is nothing but a father and a child. The employer is a father, employee is a child. It's nothing but paternalistic approach. Father and a child approach. 20th century started social responsibility. Then scientific management era. Taylor is the one who has defined this era. And in this era, he identified and there is an attempt made to increase the standard of living of labor, to increase their wages. Slowly they started adding some income to their wage. Then human relation era, better relationship, better productivity. Behavioral, two-way communication started in this era. 1950s to 60, employer and employee trying to speak and trying to solve the grievances. Then system contingency approach era, integration, very strong and powerful word. Integration is nothing but bringing together everything at one place for better results. Then human resource management. 1980s onwards, we are into human resource management. It is also called as strategic human resource management, or it is also called as human capital. Okay, just understand, don't think too much. You will be learned in your future classes. This is only basics. This will be, the only thing is you have to understand, that's it. This is a evolution. You can see on the slide, welfare officer 2, the last one, strategic human resource management. In between, welfare officer used to take care of 1890s to 1913. Then labor manager department, then personal management department, then human resource management department. That means globalization started here. Finally, SHRM, strategic human resource management. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am, my current gone. So again I came.
No problem, no problem. Thank you for joining once again. Thank you. Yes. Understand about PM and HRM. So there is a confusion here. What is PM and what is HRM? What is strategic human resource management? What is human capital? Kanti ma'am is saying so many words, we are being confused here. Okay, don't get confused. What is PM? You can see PM, the red highlighted statement, personal management. Before HRM, there is personal management. What is this personal management is? Simply just ordinarily taking care of the activities of the employees. That means hiring, recruiting, giving some work, giving some wage. Okay, that's it. Little harmony, not more than that. They never used to think about employee welfare. They never used to think about employee development, future prospects of employee, nothing. Just hiring, placing them, giving something to them, then little harmony to them, little training to them, finish. But on the other aspect, what is HRM? HRM is nothing but here they started, the organization started treating employees as valued asset. See, we have gold jewelry, we have copper jewelry, you have platinum jewelry, you have diamonds, you have oxidized. Okay, you have different jewelries, but every jewelry has its own value. Gold you will take, it's a valued asset, yes. Diamond is more than that, platinum is more than that. So here in HRM, employees are treated as valued assets. What is PM? No asset, nothing, just recruit, give them something and just that's it. No relationship, nothing. But here they want to preserve them. They want to give value to them. That is HRM. Okay, what is this human capital? These are all advanced names. After PM, HRM, strategic HRM and human capital. We are trying to call HR like this in these terms actually. What is human capital? Economic value of workers' experience. What is this? Can anyone just describe it? What is this economic value of workers' experience and skill? Please speak out.
Salary, ma'am.
Excellent. Excellent. If you go to hotel, visit hotel, or if you go to any restaurant, right, you can see there a receptionist will be there. A receptionist work experience and salary will be different from HR manager or finance manager. Value, economic value. Okay, there is a difference between, you can see in a hospital, The doctor value is economic value is different from a nurse or a sister value, or a peon or a fourth class employee. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, economic value. If your salary is 20,000, that's your economic value. As a fresher, if you're getting 20, excellent actually. If you're getting 50, super excellent. That's all based on your skills, your experience in your subject area. Two of your friends, same classmates, one is earning 50, one is earning 30. See the difference? That's nothing but your skills, your abilities, and your experience. So human capital. Human capital is treated as economic value. And strategic management. What is strategic management? Long-term planning. It's nothing but innovation, flexibility, advancement, thinking about the future HR with advancing them with good training techniques. Now we all are trained with good ICT tools. ICT tools, every lecturer has been trained and we are expert, not completely experts. I can say, yes, we can do it. It's nothing but strategic HR. St. Mary's College staff are now strategic HRM to St. Mary's College. Okay, we are human capital to St. Mary's College. Right? Did you understand these terms, ma, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes,
PM,
ma'am.
HRM, human capital, strategic is nothing but long-term planning. Right. This is a journey. I don't want to explain once again. 1800 it started. Then slowly world wars. After World War, then slowly in 60s and 70s recruitment started. 1980s PM to HRM, the journey, working with less people. Now companies are having less people with with good equipments, and the people are more expertise working not only one task, they are doing 2 or 3 tasks. Okay, so PM to HRM, post HRM, post PM, individualism to collectivism, teamwork. What is HRM is speaking about? Post HRM is nothing but HRM only, individualism to collectivism. So now we are collective. St. Mary's College staff is collective. We all are teams. We have so many departments, but finally we are one team. HRM, organizational excellence through committed workforce. Yes. Strongly I say that we all are committed. St. Mary's College staff are committed for excellence through our committed workforce to St. Mary's College. Okay, this is a journey. This is the differences, ma. You can see PM and HRM. You will understand clearly now. What is PM past? What is HRM present? So what is happened here? In PM, work is from 9 to 5. But in HRM, work anytime, that is based on shift working. Employees are treated as economic man here. That means giving money, getting the work, that's it. But in HRM, treated as economic, social, and psychological man, all round. PM work in any in an office, but HRM work anywhere from however you want, you can work. Employee treated as equipment. Here, employee treated as resources. Just example I am giving here. If you look into the next point, focused on inputs in PM, but here in HRM advanced, focused on outputs. Based on our outputs, the design will be there. In PM, climb the corporate ladder. But in HRM, create your own ladder. You are the one who creates your own ladder. Predefined work, customized work. Hoards the information, but here HRM, you share the information. No voice here, but you can become a leader here in HRM. Focused on knowledge, focused on adaptive learning. The last one, short-term perspective. As I told, HRM, SHRM is long-term perspective. Okay, so this is a difference where you can understand easily what is PM and what is HRM. You have an exercise now. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you come back. If because see
Yes,
HRM,
madam.
yes, come back and be alert. You have an exercise. Okay, here there are 9 HR terms. Try to
Organization.
identify.
Organization.
Quality,
Oh, wonderful. Organization, quality, okay. Yes. Think out of the box, right? Don't just think horizontal and vertical. I have given a clue to you. Don't just think of horizontal and vertical.
Ma'am, motivation.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. We'll see. I'm not.
Ma'am, evaluation.
Wow, Manasi, excellent. Excellent, very good. After hint, yes, you're getting it. Think out of the box. That's what.
Agreement.
Smriti, what happened?
Agreement.
Sorry, ma?
I think she's saying agreement. Yeah, agreement.
Agreement. Wow, wonderful. Yes, correct.
Ma'am, leader.
Only leader. Think little broader, ma?
Leaders.
No, no, Ria, little.
Leadership.
Yes,
Leadership.
yes, Abdul and Ria, thank you. Leadership. She stopped at leader. Abdul has expanded it. Leadership, very good. There are 3 letter word is there. Two words are there. 3 letter word, 2 words are there. Okay, can I skip? I mean, you want me to give the answers? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah. Dear students.
Yes, ma'am. Tell the answers.
Answers you want? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. A good try. Thank you so much. Yes, these are the words actually: organization, tax, VAT, values, agreement, motivation, evolution, leadership, quality. The only thing is missing here is, I think, VAT, tax, and values, right? Values also you have been told. Did anyone told values?
Yes, ma'am. Somebody said values.
Somebody
but
said
nobody
no.
said quality.
Right. Let us see. Yeah. It is organization. You have already told. Quality, evolution. What is this?
VAT.
VAT. Yes, Saburi. Tax. You can see this is agreement and values coming to motivation and then leadership. That's okay. Thank you so much. Right, coming to meaning of HRM, the next slide is HRM is a practice of managing people. You might have understood very well by now, right? It's nothing but, for example, if you would like to recruit or hire a people, no, just don't force them. Hiring is a very complicated procedure. Hiring is a very big procedure also. There itself, you will try to understand the candidate. Okay, you'll understand the candidate and you try to interview them in many aspects, like for example a competitive exam or an exam, written exam, then giving after that asking some questions in terms of their interest area or interest subject, then HR interview, then CEO interview. Very complicated. So bring people matching your culture, your organization culture. Then only they'll be happier and they stay longer. I hope it's clear to everyone. So try to hire the people, manage. When you can manage the people, when they are happy only, you will manage. When they will be happy, if the HR department properly recruit an employee, then only they will be happy and the organization will be happy. This is the definition given by Edwin B. Flippo. I repeat, Edwin B. Flippo. What he has given? He defined HRM as planning, organizing, directing, controlling of procurement, development, compensation, integration, maintenance, and separation of human resources to the end that individual or organization and social objectives are achieved. So this is a complete definition given by him. Planning or all the managerial functions as well as operative functions of HRM are included in this definition. Finally, to achieve individual, organization, and social objectives. Okay, right. So this is very easy definition. No need to, you don't feel to memorize it. I will explain this definition in the next slide. I don't explain this definition, but I will explain the functions of HRM. Then that is, you will understand, yes, this is also a definition. Objectives of HRM, personal objectives, functional objectives, organizational objectives, and the final one is societal. My objective should be fulfilled. That means all my objectives, I need to reach my targets, I should be satisfied in the organization. That's my personal objectives. I have to improve my career. I have to enrich my knowledge. What is functional objectives? Functional is nothing but to employ skills and abilities of workforce efficiently. So make them work properly for better results. That is functional. What is organizational objectives? To reach the targets. For reaching their targets, they have to train their employees well, motivate the employees by providing them rewards, awards, either in cash or kind, whatever. That is organizational objective. Finally, societal, ethical and social responsible manner. To minimize the negative impact in the society. So some companies like Maggi and Pepsi, they have, they have a grievances, right? They have a problems. Due to some negative deviations, for some point of time, there is a break for them. So don't try to know ethically, socially, they have to be good in the market. That is social objective. Like doing corporate, that is CSR. They have to incorporate CSR into their organization. So these are the objectives. Personal, individual objectives, functional, yes. Employees' abilities and skills have to be put forward efficiently to attain the organizational goals. Organization objectives, to reach their goals, they have to provide whatever is required to the employees. Societal, be ethical and be social to the society. These are the objectives of HRM. So scope, you have again like see, personal, that's nothing but Kanti ma'ams. If you take Kanti ma'am as an example, recruitment, selection, training, layoffs, retrenchment, all this will be there. Personal, your personal. Coming to welfare, my housing, my transportation, my restroom, my lunchroom, my desk, my phone, my laptop, my education if I have kids, my creche facilities to my kid, recreation facilities, safety facilities, sanitary facilities, canteen facilities, all these are welfare aspects. Coming to industrial revolution, industrial relations, solve the grievances. To maintain the industrial revolutions, if any problems are there, the organization have to resolve the disputes. So this is scope. Scope covers personal, welfare, and industrial aspects. Okay, I hope it's clear. Let us not go into depth. This is most important. Functions of HRM, very, very important. Okay, are you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You all might have studied about managerial functions. You all know it if I'm not wrong. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. What is planning? Future course of action. Okay, that means it bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. I repeat, it bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Your objectives, your goals. This planning will help you eliminating or avoiding the confusion, the wastage, and it will make you to think towards your vision and mission. You will chalk out things properly in this stage. This is the one of the most basic function of HRM. See, if you would like to travel for some place like any any tourist place, you try to plan, right? You try to plan, you try to chalk out how to reserve, how many people are coming, what things to be carried. This is nothing but you're planning for future course of action. Organization has to, this HRM function is that. Plan for HRM. Maintain them properly. Plan everything. Coming to organizing. What is organizing? Bringing everything together. All functions. That is bringing financial functions, bringing HR, bringing production functions, bringing HR functions together. Sorry for the interruption, ma. So organizing is nothing but bringing everything together and putting it in one place. Okay, that means you're trying to organize, identify the tasks, give the task to different people, trying to identify everything and organizing them properly. That means when I told you the example, when you go for a tour, you try to carry the things. You will organize, right? Chocolates in this box, biscuits in this box. Okay, some sweets in this box, like that. Staffing, what is staffing? Hiring people, hire right people at right time at right place. That is one of the important function. What is direction? Direction is nothing but methods of work, methods of task. Did you watch Bahubali movie? I hope everyone watched Bahubali, right? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, some people they don't know. Who is the director for Bahubali?
Rajamouli.
Rajamouli, right. If the same movie is directed by V.V. Vinayak, for example, or Raghavendra Rao, will the movie will be okay? Will the movie will be same as directed by Rajamouli?
No, ma'am.
No, it would be different.
100% it is different, right? Direction. Methods of directing a movie or methods of directing a task. Everyone has their own way. So what is direction? Methods of performing the work. While this direction, Bahubali, Rajamouli might be, engaged with communication with the team. He has a great supervision on the team. He has protected his team. Because if his team is not protected, the movie will not be successful. In the same way, HRM, the direction, who is directing, the person has to be very careful in protecting the team, communicate with the team, supervise the team, etc. What happened?
President Rajamouli directed Magnum Opus RRR.
Okay, ma. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your answer. Right. So coming to controlling, what is controlling? What is controlling? You're stopping the deviations. That means controlling here, I will give you two words here. Everyone has your standards. That means, for example, for your final examination, I will get 80%. 80% is your standard, Kanti ma'am standard. But after Kanti ma'am's examination is completed, my result is 70%. How much difference is there? What is the difference?
10%.
10%. So what is my standard? 80. What is my actual? 70.
70%.
70. So compare standard performance as well as actual performance. 10% is there in between. Something went wrong by Kanti ma'am. Because 80% she has, the dream is 80%, but she got 60. Now I have to check where I was wrong. While writing my exam, where I was wrong, I will recheck, re-evaluate, and next exam, I will not do that. That is called as control. See through that every control aspects in the organization. That is the answer for that. Okay? See, remember this. Just because there is an exercise on this. Planning, future course of action. Organizing, dividing the task. That is, you have to identify the task. Coming to organize them. Dividing means you are trying to put everything together. Coming to staffing, hiring the best. Directing means, what is direction? Methods of work. Controlling means you are trying to measure the deviations, anything is there. Coming to operative functions, procurement. Procurement means acquiring the best talent to your organization is called as procurement. For best talent, for best results. Best talent for best results. Coming to development, all of you, if you make a note of it, because I will move to the next slide, or else you remember here. In the same order, you have to give the answer to me. I'll give an exercise in the next slide. Either you take a picture from your mobile or you make a note of it in a book. Operative functions, procurement. What is development? Providing the best training to the employees. Then they'll work properly. What is compensation? Reward them, appreciate them, appraise them, giving them benefits. A kind, it can be a kind or it can be a cash. Anything, compensate them. Then only they will try to work properly. Maintenance, it's very important. Maintain them by providing the extra benefits to them like traveling, that is transportation or canteen, creche facilities, safety, extra safety measures if they are working in a hazardous place, maintain them properly. Motivate them. Motivate means, yes, my dear Kanti ma'am, you perform this job. If you perform this job, I will provide you this. Motivate. Motivation is very important. Last one, integration. Integration is nothing but try to integrate the employees properly within the organization. If everyone is united, they are united in the organization. If the employees are united, then organization will be successful. I hope it's clear to everyone. Are you there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I think
Yes,
you all
madam.
have taken this part, managerial functions and operative functions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Wait a minute.
I have taken.
Yes, ma'am. Just a second. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sharing a screen. I'm just sharing a link in the chat box. So, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, kindly all of you open that. Okay, now, are you able to see the screen?
Use the solution for functions of HRM.
Yes, yes. So, I am just sharing the screen now. Yeah. The exercise is, yeah, able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. You see here, there are different pictures on the screen, no? So just now I told you different functions. What are the, what is the order? Can anyone just tell me quickly?
Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling.
Okay. Operative?
Procurement, development,
Development,
composition,
compensation,
maintenance, motivation,
integration.
Excellent. So in the same order, identify which image is planning, which image is organizing, which image is staffing. I want the same number. Numbering also should be in the same. Only numbers you write. Quick, quick. There is no time. Is the link working? You write, where is planning? Write that number first. Where is organizing? Write that number first. Where is staffing? Write that number, third number, like that. Identify.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, I'm not able to open this link. It's coming a blank sheet. It's the 4th time I'm trying. 8, 7.
What happened, ma?
The link is not working. I don't know why. It's a 4th time I'm trying.
Who is this?
happens to me, ma'am.
Pranit.
Now, are you there in the class?
Yes,
Ma'am, for
I'm
me
there.
also, ma'am.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
there.
ma. Okay. Now, are you there? Are you okay now? Is it okay?
No. It's the same thing.
I can open it, but I can't write anything in it now.
Same problem.
Okay,
So-
you are unable to write in that. Anyone is trying in Padlet? Trying to write?
Yes, ma'am, it's coming.
There's a pen kind.
Okay, those who are unable to get it, you can put it in the chat box also, ma'am. The same order you can put it, no problem.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. See, it's very interesting, you know, you identify where is planning, where is organizing, where is staffing, where is directing, where is controlling. Don't tell answer out. Just keep. You have to just.
8, 7.
No, don't tell out. Don't tell out.
8, 7.
Udba, are you talking? Have you done? My question, have you done?
No, ma'am,
Yes,
still
sir.
doing.
I submitted.
Okay, do it. Please, as early as possible. I will try to close it also. My dear students.
One more.
Just tell me as soon as you complete, no, please. At least 1, 2 students are completed also, please tell me. Where is motivating? Where is directing? Where is maintenance? Where is integration? Where is organizing? Integration means putting together best result. Where is organizing? Organizing is, yes, bringing together all functions together. Integrate means combining. Combining, you can call it as integration. Combining.
Ma'am, one doubt, what is procurement? You just explained
Yeah,
that.
procurement is like acquiring the right talent, procuring. Right talent of employees. Staffing is placing them, I already told you, I can't give you hint. But procuring, choosing the right talent. Procuring, procurement of raw materials, right? Procurement of people. Procurement of financial resources. Well, procurement, you will use it for different aspects. Right talent. But staffing is placing a person. Can I move to the?
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Done, ma'am.
Okay, great. Let us see. Wait. No. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait. 51711. Okay. Excellent. Okay, just remember your answer. What answer you have written. Don't cheat anyone because I can't just look into, but everyone knows what you are right, what you have written. All of you can take a picture of this slide also, this Padlet slide, because I am revealing the answer. All of you just take a picture of this. Okay, done? Done or not?
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay, I am going to the slide now. And in the chat box also, if you have given answers, yeah, please do remember these answers. I don't know, it's you have to decide who is right. And the answer is 5, 1, 7, 11, 4, 9, 6, 2, 3, and 10. All came?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, who has done this correctly?
I missed one.
Who has done, admit yourself. Who has done correctly? Now you check. Take a picture. Now you check. 5, 1, 7. See here. I'll go back. Yeah. Planning. Organizing. Staffing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Directing. Where is directing?
Excuse me. 11.
Directing. Controlling. Procurement. Talent. Then development, training. Then compensation. Then After compensation, maintenance. Yes, excellent. Maintenance. Then motivation, motivating them. He's flying, you know. Yes. Last one, integration. That is together. Integrating. See, the both people are cartoons have been integrating that. Then only it functions.
Ma'am,
Integrate. Yes.
once again, ma'am, from 1 to 11.
You want answer?
No, ma'am. Answer I did, ma'am, but say in not in numbers wise. Say in
Yeah, planning. Yes, planning and quick. Okay, organizing. You just see the mouse cursor is moving.
yeah.
Directing,
Plan.
controlling,
Directing, controlling,
staffing.
staffing.
Yeah. 9th one, procurement,
Ma'am, 5th one, ma'am.
planning.
Yeah.
Okay. 9th one is procurement. 6th one, development. 2nd one, compensation. 3rd one, maintenance. 10th one, motivation. And what is this number?
8 is integration.
8 is integration. Okay, did you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you enjoy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, this is the answer. I appreciate all of you for your great try. Yes, well done, all of you. Yeah, this is very interesting. We are end to the session. Case study. Okay, all of you listen carefully. Everyone carefully. Okay, there is a city. In that city, you have Ritesh and Reena. They both are studying in the same, have studied in the same college. They are very best friends. After the college, they have plans to work for a company. They both have applied for the same company and they have undergone the recruitment procedure. Okay. And he joined in finance department, Ritesh. Reena has joined in HR department. Okay. So here, both of them, here you can see their attributes. Ritesh is having ego. Okay, he's not been recognized properly. Whoever approaches him, then only he tries to help. He has ego. It is his behavior. Coming to Reena's, nobody will approach her. Even though no one is approaching, she tried to approach them and try to help them. That is Reena's behavior. 4 years completed successfully in the organization for both of them. Then, no doubt, Ritesh is heading a greater responsibility because finance. Coming to Reena, she is very good to everyone, good at problem solving, good at counseling, good at communication. Slowly what happened? Ritesh is the ego started more. It's like he's having jealous on Reena. And slowly he's taunting her for her recognition. Then one day, Ritesh has applied, he has given the resignation letter to his manager. Okay, Mehta. So Mehta, after receiving the resignation from Ritesh, he called Reena and discussed with her what happened, why he has given resignation letter. But Reena replied that, I don't know, sir. Even it is a shocking news to me. Why he has resigned? Okay. And one fine day, Mehta, the business manager, has called him, Ritesh, and he sat with him and he is asking, what is the problem behind you for your resignation? So the reasons, what he is telling is, Ritesh, He is not being recognized by the employees. He's not being given respect by the employees. Whenever meeting is being held, his suggestions are being not taken. Every time Reena is getting respect, Reena's ideas were being appreciated. So whenever Reena is with him, he is getting respect, even in the canteen, even in with the security, even in the meeting. That is his reasons. So manager, he doesn't want Ritesh to resign because Reena and Ritesh has excellent abilities to work with their company, and they are the assets to him. They both are assets to him. Okay, this is a problem. If you are a business manager, how you will solve the problem is my question.
Satisfy his self-esteem needs.
Sorry.
Satisfy his self-esteem needs.
Okay, I'm sorry, there is a technical issue. Yes, how you will solve? Satisfying, okay, please come out. Let us complete fast.
Giving Ritesh a promotion, that way he can get more respect.
Okay.
And he'll be satisfied and he will
Okay.
consider staying in the company.
Okay, thank you, Abdul. You understood the case, right? This is the case, you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, okay, I appreciate your answers. So here there is a problem with Reena. The Ritesh has problem with Reena that he is not being recognized. That is a problem. So after listening, Mehta listening, promotion is not so easy that, see, you can't, because of this problem, you can't give promotion to an individual. Because Reena is getting recognition, immediately within minutes or seconds, how Mehta will give promotion to Ritesh? It's not possible, right? It's very, because they have to undergo some policies and procedures. What might be the solution? Let us see the solution also.
You can make Ritesh recognizable by other people or the employees.
Okay. You can make, maybe you can train other people not to do that. Okay.
Or the boss itself can give some advice to Ritesh to.
Excellent. Excellent. I want this word. Advice. Super, Praneeth. Advice. Now I'm coming to the solution. Why he said advice, I will tell you. Yeah. See, basically HR manager role, you can see. What is the role of HR manager? Tomorrow, if you are becoming a HR manager, you have to manage the recruitment procedure. You have to welcome the newcomers. You have to, observe, or you have to determine the salaries and remuneration. Okay. And you have to provide necessary support to the department, training to the department, professional development to the employees. You have to create succession planning, that is for future perspective. Okay, performance appraisal, everything. That's what HR manager role. You see, HR manager role is completely with the employee. The interaction has to be with the employee. Praneeth has given a word here, advice, no? I'll see here. What is the solution? The solution is job profile of Reena and Ritesh. See, Ritesh is finance department. Do you agree? Do you say that, like, see, finance department employee, can he or she will have an interaction with all the employees? No. Yes or no?
No.
No. Finance department will not have that much scope to interact with each and every employee, because finance department is concerned with finance, with money related audits, etc. Maybe they might meet very few people, but Reena's job profile is She should communicate with everyone. She should counsel with everyone. She should mingle with everyone. She should solve the problems of the employees. That means the scope of Reena is broader than Ritesh. I hope it's clear to everyone, right? Reena is a counselor. Yes. Because of his counseling, her counseling, he has complete employees' attention towards her. That is the reason everyone is recognizing her, everyone is respecting her. Maybe the organization, the employees doesn't know Ritesh because he is not interacting with everyone. That's the reason he is not being recognized everywhere. Reena is a problem solver. Okay. So she is approachable to everyone who needs help. But Ritesh is not like that. So the same advice, he explained all this to Ritesh. Mehta has taken some time and he advised to Ritesh that he explained about the job profile of Reena and Ritesh. And finally, Ritesh has understood, yes, I am wrong, sir. So I want to take back my resignation letter. And he is very happy and he is proud of Reena. Then both of them again started working together happily for the organization success. Did you understood this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. See how I appreciate Praneet. Thank you so much for your answer and others on answers also. So try to think out of the box. It's not easy to give promotion. It's not easy to increase the salary. It's not easy to give them job satisfaction immediately. No, sit with them, explain. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about we have studied today. So it's HRM, a teamwork, vision, bonus, healthcare. So just overview of human resource management. Today what we have studied. It is heart of it is most important asset to the organization. Okay. Any doubts? Yes or no? No? Yes.
What are the latest tools which are getting used in human resource management?
Yeah, you have HR interventions, you have HR, different strategies are there. You have interventions. In interventions, you will be learning all that. In future, anyway, in your classes, I'll be teaching you all this. No need to worry about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can I?
Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Nothing, ma'am. No more doubts.
Okay, thank you. So recap, repeat the quote on people. Repeat the quote on
build
people.
people and then people build the business for you.
Yeah, very good.
Quote.
You don't build.
Human refers to?
Skilled workforce.
Skilled workforce. Mention the sources of manpower.
Slavery, serfdom, and then indentured labor.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry for the interruption. Wait a minute. Yeah, slave serfdom, excellent. Someone told. Name the author who defined HRM.
George Mayo.
No.
Edwin B. Flipper.
Yes. That's father of HRM, Aryan.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Abdul, correct, thank you. Mention any two objectives of HRM.
Personal, function,
organizational.
Excellent. Personal, societal, organizational, functional. Okay. So any two, any five, right? Any four. Thank you so much. I want to conclude this session. I have a wonderful time actually. So I want to conclude this session with Zig quotes because I'm motivated a lot with his quotes. You can see if you don't plan your time, someone else will help to waste it. Understood? If you don't plan your time, someone will be there back of you will waste it. The other quote, interesting, You were born to win. But to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Okay, so these are the quotes. I think, yes, you will be also get motivated. So thank you so much, my dear students. I enjoyed today's session. I had a very great interaction today. Thank you. I hope everyone has enjoyed.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
you,
Great
ma'am.
session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yes, over to Payal, ma'am.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
thank you so much for giving this opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very interesting and enriching session. And I mean, on this, I will consider this session as a cake. And those two quotes which you quoted at the end were the cherry, right? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Was really
Yes, ma'am.
excellent, ma'am. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can say it on behalf of students as well, because the participation was exemplary. Thank you so much, everyone, for the participation, and thank you, Kantashri ma'am, once again.
Thank you, Payal, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, students. Take care, all of you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Great session.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, madam. Great session. It was.
Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow with another session, and we'll learn accounts. Okay, accounting is tomorrow's session. No, it's not going to be right you making balance sheet of P&L, but something more good. I can see, the expression on Abdul's face. You're not going to do anything, Abdul. Don't worry. You don't need to bring a pen and pencil and draw. Okay. Okay, students. Bye. Take care.
Only just explanation.
Uh,
Only just explanation.
I didn't prepare the session. I can't say, but for sure it's not going to be preparing P&L and balance sheets. Okay. Yeah. Take care. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Kantashri ma'am, you can end the session.
Yes, ma'am. I'm leaving.